It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chargers and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, it's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Throwing on first down. Carmichael. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football outside the 30 to the 29. The numbers in last week's game for Hooper. 5 catches, 67 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 6 yards left on second down. Looking to throw. Carmichael. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Operating from the gun. Carmichael. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, Carmichael. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Carmichael. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 51 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
2nd down and inches. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Powers through him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Fighting through pressure. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On second down, Pearson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get it.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Come on, boys, let's go, let's go.
With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken a 1st quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. Throwing right, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. Carmichael. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him in the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st down, Carmichael. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Carmichael, and finding the tight end Hooper. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, Pearson, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. These 2 teams all tied after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, Carmichael. He finds his target, Beckham. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back to throw. Carmichael. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Carmichael. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. Touchdown, Browns! Austin Hooper from 6 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Quinn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. This is Hunt on the draw play. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run with Hunt. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This one from 46 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Carmichael. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Carmichael. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Perez. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Here's Hunt. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The keeper gets him 7 that time, and it'll lead to a 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one complete on the slant route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, It almost...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
52.
Looking to throw on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd and 3. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he gets it down to the 32. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. The Titans playing well early as they get it to 2-1 with the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Pulled in at the 24. offense making their way out. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Let's make these babies cry on the way back. Check 52 tonight. Check 52 tonight.
From the gun, Carmichael. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw. Carmichael. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Carmichael. It's caught. Beckham. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Carmichael. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Raekwon Davis in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Hunt is not going to get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson, and unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Blankenship out for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now, as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Keep playing on 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Throwing after the interception. Carmichael. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw on 2nd down. Carmichael. It's caught by OBJ. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Here comes the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Carmichael. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
No pain, no gain.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th down. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively, play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20. Right?
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. Second and 12.
Looking to throw. Carmichael. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Carmichael. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Perez. The Chargers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
On is the Chargers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Carmichael.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking deep for Bennett.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down, Carmichael. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Hunt. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Here's 2nd and 8. They fights him off. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carmichael. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carmichael. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, Pearson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11 now. Looking to throw. Carmichael. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. Carmichael. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this across midfield and down on the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So now the Browns down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw into the hands of Beckham. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Throwing on 1st down. Carmichael going right back to Beckham here, complete. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Carmichael. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they will take a knee here. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.